Welcome back to the American Dream. We are going to go now to see Tawny Vargas out in the field with Gary Massa in the beautiful hillside community of San Elijo Hills in San Marcos. Let's see what they're up to.
Hi everyone, it's great to see you. Today we are east of the 5 in the gorgeous community in San Elijo Hills. This small town community has been plagued by an eyesore for over 15 years, and only now are they seeing a glimpse of hope for the future. We're going to talk about this heated controversy coming right up, so stay tuned. Okay, I'm here with top producing real estate agent of Pacific Sotheby's, my great friend, Gary Massa. Gary, thanks for being here.
Yeah, no, thanks for coming out.
So we're going to get to a very hot and heated topic, but I want you to tell us a little bit about where we're at today.
We're here in San Elijo Hills, and we're actually at the Epic Kitchen and Bar, which is a staple of the community. It's basically a wine bar. They serve some appetizers and some other plates, but a place that many of the residents here enjoy.
Right, everyone loves a little wine. So you were telling me this is the only wine bar right now in this community, right?
That is correct. I mean, the way that they set up the shops around the square originally was they tried to provide some exclusivity for the business owners. So, you can have one wine bar, one pizzeria, that sort of thing. So that way there wasn't like a direct tough competition, and also offer some diversity of services for the residents.
That's great. And then of course, wine is such a big thing right now, including yourself. So
That's
word
right.
is you're very into the winemaking right now.
That's right. Like, believe it or not, I took a few years of enology and viticulture back in college.
Really?
And so recently, as we were just talking, I planted my own vineyard. It's only a couple of vines, but hopefully just get some practice in, and maybe one day I'll be selling my own wine here.
Well, I hope maybe one day I get to try your wine since it's so special.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It'll only take a couple of years to get there.
So what are some of your favorite things here at Epic Wine Bar?
Definitely their champagnes. They always kind of rotate in and out some like really good wines, some local things, and just, some quick appetizers. It's a great spot to just meet a friend or a client, or just kind of relax with some people close to you, and just grab a glass of wine and be on.
And you were saying that most people live right here. You can walk from the wine bar straight to your home. It's very accessible.
Absolutely. Well, that's one of the great things or the draws about San Elijo Hills, where the community that we're at right now, is basically the way that the town was set up is that they have a center of town, they have businesses around the square, and then as you kind of go out from the center, there's homes all the way up the hill and even close here in the town center. But really it was kind of designed as a walkable community where you could walk to the parks, to the dog park. There's a couple baseball fields here. And then also the shops, if you wanted to walk down and grab a glass of wine or come have dinner or something like that with the family, you can then just walk home.
And this is my first time in San Elijo. So I was telling you, when I drove up, it just kind of transforms. It seemed like I was in Aspen or something with this just gorgeous small town feel, very homey.
Yeah, unless you're coming here for a reason, like it's kind of, there's only one way in really, and
it just pops out of nowhere.
Two ways in and two ways out rather. But at the same time, you kind of come back and you're in the middle of this, great hilly type of area. And after you go up the mountain a little bit, you get great views from even as far as Mexico over to Orange County, and then ocean all the way in between. So there's a lot of really cool places and things to do here in San Elijo.
So now we're going to get into the extremely hot topic why you brought me here today. So tell me a little bit about what's going on right now.
Yeah, no, some really exciting news. So I used to live here like in 2010 for quite a few years, and I was the neighborhood representative on the board of the HOA board. So even since the beginning of since the town was being built, like in 2001, it's over 15-year-old topic that there was these couple of lots at the beginning of town, like in the town square area, that had just been undeveloped and sat basically just rubble lots with gates around them. People just kind of become numb to it, but it was always like an eyesore, and residents always wanted it developed. And there's always this challenge because of the downturn in the market between who could come up and develop it versus, the residents always wanting something there to finish it out. And so finally they just broke ground. And they're basically going to be building some mixed use, basically some work storefront areas on the bottom, some condos, but all the open areas down below are basically over 2 phases going to be completed. And again, that's really just kind of one of the final pieces of the completion of this town.
Yeah, and for those who aren't familiar with the topic, if they could imagine just gorgeous, homes, gorgeous restaurants, and then smack dab in the middle where you would think that there'd be something grand was literally a pile of rubble So we're looking right now out the window and you can see bulldozing going on,
Yeah.
a lot of construction, and it's a site that is unusually very, very welcomed right now.
Absolutely. I can't speak for everybody, but most of the people that I know of in the town are really excited about that progress and have really high hopes. I've heard the rumors that there's going
Yeah.
to be a Mexican food restaurant.
Nice. I'm there.
A dentist. I mean, obviously there's going to be some townhomes, but there's a lot of other, business owners that are kind of circling the opportunity, and ideally pretty soon they have that all locked in so they can get these things filled in and just get maybe some more restaurants and some more storefronts or businesses around to help serve the community here.
So Gary, 15 years is a long time for this community to wait. So what do you think it's going to bring to the community altogether?
Well, ultimately, I think it brings that sense of closure and the aesthetic value that it's finished. And so I think people are really going to be excited about that. But bringing in some more diversity about the businesses and maybe a few other restaurants or some other choices will kind of help keep people's money basically here in San Elijo and kind of supporting, because many of the people that own businesses here also live here as well. And so kind of keeping the money in the community is really going to be important to the economics, I believe. And also, just for the residents, they don't have to drive into Carlsbad or way back out into Carlsbad to be able to get that diverse sort of services or restaurants. So I think overall, it's an incredible thing for the community here.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be great for them to kind of keep that camaraderie and that small community town feel and be able to, like you said, be able to support them. So I'm sure everyone in this town is ecstatic. So thank you so much for having me here and explaining, finally, breaking ground within San Elijo.
Thanks for coming out.
Never has a community been more excited and more welcoming of the sights and sounds of the construction site behind me. I'd like to thank Epic Wine Bar for hosting us today, and of course, a big thank you to Gary Massa of Pacific Sotheby's for welcoming me here today. Gary, I expect to try that wine soon. We'll see you next time.
We had a great time today here on The American Dream. Make sure that you're following us on social media. We've got a lot of great stuff going on. We are hitting cities across the nation as we're empowering people and bringing the American Dream to different cities. And we're bringing in great new guests, great content, and great information to help get you ready for your American Dream.